He's a two-time Cardinal District champion. He's a Northwest Regional champion. And last year he was a state finalist.
AllMetSports.com presents the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championship. Hello, I'm Jeremy Huber coming to you live from Robinson High School in Fairfax, Virginia, where it is time for really the culmination of the wrestling season here in the Old Dominion. Time to take a look at some of the best high school wrestlers in all of Virginia, all ready to go ahead and really culminate their some career, some just their years with a state championship. Right now, we're seeing our introductions as wrestlers being announced in each weight class, starting off with the 106. You just saw those. John Badua of Osborne Park, a junior. Also, Tommy Aloi, his opponent, a junior from Forest Park of the Stafford area. Just quickly want to let you know, so far in our wrestling today, with all the wrestling already going down, Colonial Forge with a very big lead in the team competition. Forge at 147.5 next. Post Robinson at 79. Forest Park 63 points. Matoka 62.5. Annandale right now in 5th at 56. Our 113s being introduced right now. Dalton Henderson out on the mat from Ocean Lakes. He's a junior. He'll be taking on Great Bridge's Eric Meriam, a sophomore from the Virginia Beach area. Of course, Henderson coming out. Both Henderson and Meriam coming from the Eastern region. So obviously those guys have met a few times this year already. Coming out of that same region. Obviously that can happen in high school wrestling, where you'll see guys meeting up at the district level, at the region level, and at the state level. Plus sometimes they'll see each other in either dual meets or tournaments. So we'll see how things go down right now. Now out on the mat, being introduced to the 120 match tonight from Matoka, the Richmond area, Neal Richards out right now, just a freshman in the 120-pound weight class. He'll be opposed by Robert Dooley in the 120 match tonight. He's a senior from James Madison High School in this area of the northern region. Richards out of the central region. It should be an interesting matchup there, sophomore versus the freshman. The 126s are next.
In between the next one, go to
this year's Southeastern District champ, Eastern Region champ, 425 GPA.
Coming up, our 126s about to be introduced from Hickory of the Virginia Beach area. Stephen Cotnoir, he's a senior. And it'll be an all-senior matchup in 126 as Dane Harlowe of Annandale High School. He's a senior. He'll be facing off with Cotnoir in an all-senior matchup at the 126-pound weight class. We'll get our first update of the night from our sideline reporter, Brian Hoffman. And we won't be getting an update from Brian. We'll get to him in just 1 second.
Now 132 pounds.
Now up to the 132s.
Familiar name with a season record of 49.
Be a matchup. Richard Olanowski from Kellum of Virginia Beach, a senior. He'll take on Henry Majano from Wakefield High School of the Northern Region. So a Northern versus Eastern Region matchup at 132. Both Olanowski and Majano, they are seniors coming into tonight's match, looking for a state championship. Neither one has it on their resume. Obviously, we'd like to go ahead and put one down on their docket. Let's go ahead and get that update from Brian Hoffman.
Jeremy, the anticipation certainly building here at Robinson High School. Full crowd on hand. One of the big bouts tonight, the 285-pound match between DaQuante and Jake Pinkston. I spoke to Pinkston earlier tonight. He's a sophomore, but certainly has the poise of a senior. He wrestled in this same match last year, told me that he was almost hyperventilating before that match last year. Tonight, he knows what to expect, and he seemed pretty calm, cool, and collected. And from his perspective, I hope so. Timbers, I was told, a big, strong, tall guy, which kind of goes against what Pinkston is, low to the ground, a bull, as somebody told me. Certainly looking forward to that one, Jeremy.
Yeah, Brian actually had a chance to call some of Timbers' games at the football level. I believe he was a sophomore at that time, was a Hoss back then, and he's gotten no smaller because he's a guy very strong. Be interesting to see him tonight. The 138's being introduced right now. You just heard the nice ovation for Santiago Valdez, the senior from Robinson, of course, right here used to wrestling at this venue, his home mat. As, of course, he goes to school here in these halls of Robinson and Fairfax. He'll take on Taylor Misuna, just a sophomore from New Grassfield High School down in Virginia Beach. None of our viewers may know about that one, but a new school down there in the 138-pound classification.
At 145 pounds.
Of course, up next we'll have our 145s coming up, but again, really looking forward to a good night of wrestling. Folks, if we talk about high school wrestling, and some places bigger than others, but getting really bigger all over Virginia, and this is one of the reasons you can see coming to you on allmedsports.com. There is definitely, people want to see this. They have these all over the place, actually across the way. I think there's a radio broadcast from, I believe, Colonial Forge, checking their guys out. So there's a lot of people that are interested in this, and obviously always better with wrestling with the pictures than without the pictures. We're bringing those tonight along with some of our calls and maybe get you some reactions from the guys and some of the coaches. Should be some very happy wrestlers. It's always at this high level, very good, and you may have heard the announcers talking about it. This has been a great tournament, really hotly contested all the way through, and we'll see exactly what it comes down to tonight, but it should be some very, very good matches. Just had our 145s introduced from Robinson, Brooks Martino, a senior. He'll be taking on Zach Keckner of Salem High School in Virginia Beach, not the Salem down in the Roanoke area. Both Martino and Keckner are seniors, so another matchup of guys who've been around this area before. Martino actually a state championship in 2011, Keckner a 2011 state runner-up. And of course, we always see as guys go up in weight classes, so it's always interesting. Sometimes these guys see each other a lot. Sometimes it's a first thing. Sometimes guys even going to those different weight classes to maybe avoid a tougher opponent. And all these guys at the top of their class and ready to go ahead and put their name down on the line of state championships. Actually on VirginiaWrestling.com a little earlier today, and they have state champions at the AAA level all the way back into the 70s, into the 60s. So really going through and looking at this is such a big moment for these kids out here because their names will be down in history forever if they can go ahead and get the win. 152 is being introduced out in the ring earlier on. Kevin Johnson, a senior from Forest Park High School, will be opposed by Beau Donahue of Westfield. Donahue, a junior. He also a state champion, taking it in 2011. Johnson a runner-up in 2011.
140-12 on his career.
160s being introduced right now, and really one of the stars of this tournament tonight, introducing him right now, Cody Allala. He's a senior from Hopewell, the Richmond area. Allala is a three-time state champion, a three-time Central District champion, three-time Central Region champion. So, in a sense, almost like a Dan Gable, if you will, where he's won it all, at least at this level. Actually, he's dropped 2 matches this year, but again, trying to go for that three-way completion of 4 years of attributes with the district, the region, and the state championships. He's put them all down, and he'll look to do it again. He'll take on Ryan Forrest, the senior from South Lakes High School, just down the road. Forrest placing at the AAA states last year. the runner-up in the Northern Region this time around. But that's one of the beauties of high school wrestling, where you can kind of come, especially in the Northern Region, the way things are set up, 4 wrestlers from each district move on to the region championship. Sometimes you just get that better matchup. Sometimes you just get better and win your match, and Forrest able to do that. Not the top guy coming out of his district, but able to go ahead and advance to this state championship. The 170s being introduced right now. Ryland O'Brien of First Colonial in Virginia Beach, walking out to the center of the mat right now. He's a junior, so has more time to come. And actually, interesting thing about O'Brien, actually a distance runner as well. Actually a qualifier for the Boston Marathon. O'Brien will be opposed tonight by Tanner Tinsley, a senior from Hanover in the Richmond area, so a Central versus Eastern Region matchup in that one.
182 pounds. Your first wrestler is a senior, 55-1 on the year.
182s being introduced right now.
He's a 4-time district champ, 3-time region champ.
This will be David Reck, a senior from Colonial Forge out of the Stafford area. Has lost just 1 match on the year. And he'll be coming in right now. And obviously, you got to like the way they do it. Turn the lights down. A moment these guys are going to treasure forever. Spotlight on the wrestlers. He'll be taking on Tyler Young, a senior from Freedom of Loudoun County. There's so many Freedom high schools around the area, one in Woodbridge, one in Loudoun County as well. Young, of course, this is Freedom's first year up at the AAA level. So stepping up in class a little bit, but sometimes that could be a little different when you talk about wrestling. Not always, like you see in basketball and the team sports, you can have obviously tough teams, AAAs, usually you're going to beat a AA. Not the case, you know, when you talk about wrestling, sometimes you have those AA programs just as good as AAA programs. We'll see how those guys match up. Obviously, Young has matched up very well in his time in the Northwest District, the Northwest region this year.
From Stafford High School, Logan Jackson.
And right now, at the 195-pound class, Logan Jackson, a senior from Stafford High School. Jackson, an all-district football player, in addition to his wrestling exploits, was 3rd in AAA last year. He's going to be opposed by Aaron Rowe of Indian River High School. Rowe, a senior. And Rowe with just 1 loss on the season as well. So obviously one of these guys will come out of this with 2. The other one will be your state champion.
Give me the leaderboard.
At 220 pounds.
That's good.
A junior with a record
220s being introduced right now, and as you can see, your leaderboard, Colonial Forge again with the big lead, 147.5. Second is Robinson at 79 points. Forest Park 3rd with 63. Atoka and Annandale followed to round out your top 5. Lansdowne's Eldon Vallery being introduced right now out in the ring, as you see, with the bandana on. He's a junior and 220 pounds. He'll face off against Ali Musa, a senior from Annandale, just down the road. And Musa with a nice fan base here. And our final weight class of the night, the 285s. And this will be an all local matchup, at least when it comes to the DC metro area. And this is the one that Brian told us about Jake Pinkston from Robinson, just about to be introduced. The sophomore at 285 pounds. Has 11 losses on the season, but able to go through, make his way through, pulling a couple upsets, and getting here to the championship match. Pinkston making All-State football as well as his big wrestling performance this year. As just a sophomore, he's going to take on DaQuante Timbers of Freedom High School in the South Riding area, just off Route 50 in Loudon. Timbers is a senior.
From Freedom High School, DaQuante.
As you can hear, Timbers with a nice ovation as well. And look at the size differential between the two. Obviously, Pinkston has some wrestling skills, and they have a leverage advantage. Timbers, very tall wrestler. We'll see what he can do tonight. Almost ready to go ahead and for our national anthem as the flags have been presented, but really expecting a big night tonight of high school wrestling. I'm so glad we can bring it to you here on allmetsports.com, the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships. Let's pray for our national anthem.
Place your right hand over your heart and remember our veterans. Tonight, Julie Jabbers is going to play our national anthem.
Folks, I don't know if I can say honestly, I don't know if I've ever heard a better national anthem, at least a one better played. First time I ever heard a violin play the national anthem before a sporting event, but that was a good rendition. Let's get it over to Brian for another update.
Thanks, Jeremy. Well, Colonial Forge High School is in the lead here in terms of points overall for the state, and they also are in the lead in terms of fan support. Over there, I can see tons of green and white jerseys, shirts, and they were the loudest in overall when guys were being introduced. They're here to cheer for David Reck, and even though this is at Robinson, Colonial Forge making the most noise.
Most definitely, and as well they should, Brian, as Forge has everything going their way so far. We'll see how things go in this championship round. Again, our 106 match, our competitors out on the mat. John Badua, he's going to be in the gold singlet. Aloi of Forest Park, he will be in the blue singlet with the green trim on it. And we are underway here at the AAA State High School Wrestling Championships here in Virginia. Thanks so much for being with us on allmetsports.com. Remember, if you're not familiar with the rules, 2-minute periods, 3 of them. Using 2 referees tonight. And both guys grab a little break. Aloi looking for that leg, can't get it. You see both of these guys very spry at 106.
Regional champion this year.
110 and rolling here in the first period. Badua from the Osborne Park Yellow Jackets, a season record of 48-3, a career record of 137-11. He's a two-time Cardinal District champ, also a Northwest Region champ, and a 2011 state finalist. And the wrestlers outside the ring, so they'll bring it back in. And both will stay upright. And of course, you'll hear pockets, a lot of times, either parents or teammates with advice from the stands. Coaches allowed to be at the sides in chairs, just like cornerman in boxing, giving out advice. With wrestlers outside, so no points scored there. 27.3 left to go here in the first period between Badua of Osborne Park and Aloi of Forest Park. No advantage gained, both guys upright. Aloi getting this matchup. A 9-1 win. They'll go out again, so they'll bring it back to the circle. Aloi knocking off Ryan Haskett of Lake Braddock in the first round, 9-1. Then a 7-4 decision over J.D. Gregory of Hanover. There's our buzzer to end the first period. Aloi also would go ahead and knock off Bryce Gentry of Colonial Forge in the semifinals to get to this matchup.
Starts in the bottom position.
Badua will be the bottom position, Aloi on top. Looking for some control there. Badua looking for the escape, and he does have it. So Badua the first on the board as he's awarded a point. Obviously at high level wrestling, you're going to see some low scoring, especially at the lower weights. Very, very good wrestlers. Both wrestlers go outside the mat, so they'll bring it back in. Both standing. Remember, for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post, allmetsports.com. Every school, every sport, all the time. Gave you Aloi's road to the championship. Badua, he started things off with a win over Robinson's Grayson Olimpo, a pin in a minute 35. Then he knocked off Brandon Olson of Indian River of the Eastern region, 5-4. So a very tough decision there. Then Badua goes ahead and knocked off Hunter Manley of South County in the semis to get to this spot.
Okay, give me a face shot.
42 seconds and rolling. Sean Badua in the gold singlet with a 1-0 lead here in the second period. Now looking, has the legs. Can he get control? Will be turned over. 20 seconds left in the period. Badua, both guys with a chance to score points here. Aloi holding on for dear life. Badua doing the same. Gets the stalemate, and they'll go ahead and bring it back to the center of the ring with 4.3 left to go here in the second period. Tie up quickly, looking for the leg. And no points awarded there. A quick move by Aloi, tried to get the quick points. Badua did a good job of avoiding it and almost turning him over. Remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. Now Aloi on top. Badua on top in the gold singlet with a 1-0 lead here in the third period. Aloi can get an escape. Obviously, he'll tie it up. Reversal would give him the lead. Again, your 106s. And Aloi gets the escape. 125 and rolling left to go here in the final period of our 106 bout. Sean Badua of Osborne Park, Tommy Aloi of Forest Park. Both juniors, both with years remaining. Badua a finalist last year at the AAA level. Aloi a couple outside tournament marks, finished 7th at the Powerade National Tournament, 2nd in the Cardinal District, 2nd in the Northwest region as well. Badua, two-time Cardinal District champ, so these guys from the same district faced off before. Looking for the takedown. Badua can't get it. Getting close to some control there, but could. Now they'll bring him back to the middle of the ring. Both will be standing. Badua looking for a takedown. Cut off. He has a leg. Aloi trying to fight it. That will get him on one leg. Can he put him down? And he gets 2 points. Now Aloi trying to turn him over. They go out. And a point will be awarded. So now Bad with a 3-2 lead. With under 5 seconds remaining. Can Aloi get points? 2 points will be awarded there. And your first crowned state champion of the year will be Sean Badua, the junior from Osborne Park. Let's take it over to Dane. We'll keep it right here for a second as we wait, and we'll now get it over to Brian.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here with Robinson head coach Brian Hazard. Coach, just talk a little bit about bringing this event to the high school.
You know, we have an amazing group of parents. We have an amazing group of administrators. We have the facility that's like a lot of college facilities, and we put on a first-class event. We have a lot of people just talking about what a great show we put on. State championships should always be about showcasing our athletes and doing it in a way that is done at the full scale. You want to make it exactly right. So I think we've done that, and we're really happy with what we've done with the event.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, Brian. And now our 113 match is underway. Dalton Henderson of Ocean Lakes with 2 points awarded right there. The junior, he's taking on Eric Meriam of Great Bridge. Both these wrestlers from the same region, the eastern regions. They faced off before. Henderson looking for more points. Trying not to end up on his back. Gets the legs in, trying to get some more control. Henderson a little high, but he has an arm behind. Looking to turn him over again and find him on his back.
Meriam is sophomore. He gets a count.
Meriam. Now Henderson losing control. And now a reversal.
Meriam gets a reversal.
That'll be 2 for Meriam. Actually now 4 for Meriam. So now 4-2 is our score. We check that. 4 points for Henderson, getting Meriam on the back, and then Meriam with the reversal to go ahead and get his 2. Henderson coming into this match at 46-2 on the season, a career record of 120-23 as a district champ in 2011, also a region runner-up. And last season he was 6th at states at AAA. Now Meriam better watch it. Henderson, chance for a pinning predicament here. Can he get him on the back? The referee scrambling around and the buzzer goes off. But Henderson picking up 6 points, then the back points as well, so he has a big 9-2 lead here. And Meriam will take the choice. He'll put Henderson on the ground. Henderson coming very close to a pin twice in that first period. Now into the second. Meriam with a nice move there, trying to get Henderson over. Maybe a little high though. Henderson can get that head out of there. He's going to have a reversal. That's what we will have. Now 11-2. Dalton Henderson leads Meriam. Henderson again of Ocean Lakes, Meriam of Great Bridge. Both from that Virginia Beach area. Meriam just a sophomore. 25-6 on the season. 68-17 overall for his career. He's a runner-up in the Eastern region this season. Also a Southeastern District champion this year. And a state qualifier last season. Just over 1 minute left to go. Dalton Henderson of Ocean Lakes leading Eric Meriam of Great Bridge 11-2 as we roll just under 55 seconds in the second period. Henderson getting to this point with a first round win over Matt Malloy of Midlothian, and he took down David Aiello of Westfield. The next round, a win over Corey Leonard of Thomas Dale of the Richmond area to get to this championship match. For all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post, allmetsports.com, every school, every sport, all the time. Henderson again looking to turn him over. Now just under 15 seconds to go left in the second period. Dalton Henderson of Ocean Lakes with an 11-2 lead on Eric Meriam of Great Bridge. Under 5 seconds. Not a lot of movement to be had, and that buzzer will bring us to the final period. So Eric Meriam going to need a lot of points or a pin here. He'll choose to stay up. Looking to shoot a leg maybe and get a pin. He's probably going to need one to go ahead and come back from this 9-point deficit. Henderson looking for that leg. No points given out yet. And now Henderson gets the 2 there, so 13-2. He leads on Meriam. Henderson's been on the attack all match long. And Meriam doesn't seem to have any answers so far tonight. Meriam getting to this point. And right now, Meriam, Henderson on his back for a second, but still in control. Now he's a little high, and he may lose control. And Meriam able to get the reversal. So now 13-4. Henderson of Ocean Lakes leads Meriam of Great Bridge. Under a minute left to go in the third period. Henderson has to fight being turned over. Really the only way he can lose this match with this 9-point lead here in the third period. Can he do it? Meriam knows he needs the pin. He's trying like the Dickens to get one. Henderson doing a pretty good job of keeping a low base, not giving up much movement. Henderson looking for the sit out there. Meriam does a good job of controlling him. But under 15 seconds left to go. Henderson trying to stay off his back. A good job to stop there, and they will go ahead and give the reversal over to Henderson. So now 15-4, and that's your buzzer. And an exultant Dalton Henderson. He is your state champion at the 113-pound division. Points to the crowd. Looks like tears of joy are coming down from Dalton Henderson, but he deserves it. now 47-2 on the season, and your state champion in Virginia's AAA classification at the 113-pound division.
At 106 pounds.
A hug and a carry off by his coach.
High School, Gabe Gibson.
Your whole editing suite.
Coming up now, our 120-pound match. Interesting one here. It'll be Neal Richards of Matoka from the Richmond area, just a freshman who comes in at 53-2. He'll be taking on Robert Dooley of Madison. He's a senior.
In 6th place.
And right now they'll go ahead over across the way, giving out the
In 5th place. From Hanover,
medals and ribbons for the winners of the 106-pound division.
From Colonial Forge, Bryce Gentry. In 3rd, from South County.
If the nerves weren't going hard enough for Richards and Dooley, our 120s out in the ring, they have to wait to see all the finalists and medalists place. Top 6 get honored.
106-pound state champion from Osborne Park, Sean Badua.
And Sean Badua goes to the top of the podium as he's crowned your state champion. And always a cool thing when it comes to wrestling, they get to take home the bracket, showing the guys they were able to go ahead and beat 15 other participants, and Sean Badua was better than, able to go ahead and take home a state championship. Now to our 120, again, it's Neal Richards of Matoka.
In the green anklet from Matoka High School.
Both wrestlers in green and black and green, excuse me, black and red singlets. Richards with the green anklet on.
Wrestling from Madison High School.
And wearing the
Senior Robert
headgear with the white on the side. While Robert Dooley, also in that black singlet, he's wearing the headgear with the black on the side, on the ears, and the red anklet. Under a minute and a half to go in the first period. And points go to the freshman Richards as he's able to go ahead and get the first 2 of the match.
Dooley with the escape.
Now Dooley escapes. And Richards loses the headgear. The referee will go ahead and blow it dead, giving no one an advantage, and they'll go restart at the center of the mat. Let's get an update over with
Thanks,
Brian.
Sir, I'm with Dalton Henderson here. Dalton, take me through your match.
Just took him down in the beginning, try to get backs real fast. Had to take him out of the match because usually when he stays in the match, he wrestles better as the match goes on, so I had to take him out of his game plan.
I noticed after you won, you were overcome with emotion. What did this all mean to you?
It means everything because actually earlier this month I lost my grandma, and she's come on my match and she said wrestle hard, so this one was for her.
Well, congratulations and best of luck in the future.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you.
Thank you, Brian. What a day there. And now looking for another day, Neal Richards adding more points. The freshman wrestling like a savant, up 8-2 now on the senior Robert Dooley. Again, Dalton Henderson of Ocean Lakes joining us. Thanks so much to him and his great moment here, sharing a bit of it with us. Richards, again, looking for more points, and he gets 2 more. Tell you what, Neal Richards not wrestling like a freshman at all. 53-2 on the season for Richards. Finished 7th at the Hopewell tournament. Also won the Saints Invitational Championship. There's your buzzer for the first period. Richards also a winner at the Tiger Classic, at the Battle of the Bridge. The Big Blue also won the Central District, the Central Region, and was first at the Tulsa Nationals. Remember, purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismt.com. Richards gets the takedown and lets Dooley go for the escape. Richards just controlling things early on. Dooley maybe a chance here. Richards getting a little bit high. And the referee brings him back into the middle. Richards had the opportunity, the choice to go ahead and go down, and he was able to, and ends up getting the escape off of it. Remember, for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post, allmetsports.com. Every school, every sport, all the time. Now a stoppage for blood here as Dooley, I believe, busted his nose open. There's plenty of coaching on the other side by the Matoka coaching staff. And we've seen some very wonderful matches so far. Obviously the first one close, the second one not so much. And of course we caught up with last time out, our interview with Brian was able to go ahead and catch up with Dalton Henderson, as he was able to really just had such a motion. That's what you'll see at these events, because it's one-on-one. It's not team, it's all you. If you lose, the spotlight's on you. If you win, the spotlight's on you. And obviously Dalton wrestling for a little more than maybe some of these other guys are, or his grandmother, going ahead, and a very special win for Dalton Henderson of Ocean Lakes. Again, Robert Dooley with a bloody nose here. And let's go ahead and get an update before we get back to our action to Brian Hoffman.
Neal Richards is the only freshman of the 28 participants today, so poised from such a young man who clearly is in a good position to be very, very successful over the next 4 years.
Most definitely, Brian. You talk about poise, and it's easy to have poise when you're as good as Neal Richards is. Getting it done. Going to give 2 more points to Richards. 14-4 the lead. Now actually going to have 14-5. They give a point to Dooley of Madison. Looking for a leg. Now nothing there. Remember, Dooley in the headgear with the black ear pads. Richards is in the headgear with the white ear pads. Go ahead and stalemate. They'll go ahead and bring him back into the center of the ring. 49.4 seconds left to go in the second of 3 periods, as Neal Richards of Matoka with a 14-5 lead on Robert Dooley of Madison in the 120-pound class. Dooley comes into this year, his record on the year, I should say, 18-0, a career record of 117-26. Again, Dooley may be bleeding, but they'll go ahead and let him wrestle. He finished, Dooley that is, 5th at the AAA All-State last year. Now again, Richards, another takedown, gets 2, lets him go. So Richards really going off a bit of a strategy of here. Go ahead, take him down. If he gets in a bad spot, let him go and do it again. And that's the buzzer for the end of the second period. And Neal Richards with an 18-6 lead here in the 120-pound class on Robert Dooley. 2 more minutes, and Richards is your state champion. Talk about some of those accolades for Dooley. So bring him back into the ring. He was a district champ this year, also a region champ, also with a Greco-Roman background as well. And go outside, bring him back in with Dooley of Matoka holding that 18-6 lead on Dooley of Madison. Richards getting to this bout, came in as the Central Region champion. Beat Brett Sane of Cox High School in the first round, 10-9, so a close match there. Then with a blowout win over Austin Riggs of Robinson in the second round, 17-2. Knocked off Eddie Bracey of Ocean Lakes in the semifinals to get to this point. And let's go ahead and get a quick interview with our Siler Porter Brian.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm with Sean Badua, who won the 106-pound state championship. Take me through it.
I mean, I did like state finals. I've seen Tommy Aloi in district finals, regional finals. I mean, it was a crazy match. I mean, from beating him in the past, like I kind of knew like what I had to go out and do. But I mean, Tommy's such a fast-paced, good wrestler. It's like you never really know what to expect. So I mean, I had a game plan that we set out with my coach. You know what I had to do. I kind of just went out, kept moving. You know, take my shots, and you know, it ended up coming out on top, and it feels good.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Back to you.
And Neal Richards still leading at 18-6 with 32 seconds left to go in the final period. As Richards looks for a state championship as a freshman. Few guys can say that. Richards, one of the men who looks like he's going to have a good chance to do it. Dooley with one last chance here, needs a pin here in the final period. And again, 2 more points for Neal Richards. He leads at 20-6, 20-7 now, with 11.4 seconds remaining. Freshman Dooley, should be the senior Dooley looking for that state champion, but he'll be stopped by the freshman Richards. Under 5 seconds remaining. And there's your buzzer, and a freshman state champion at the 120-pound weight class. Neal Richards of Matoka adds another win to his season record, now 54-2. What a year for the freshman. Very, very happy Matoka coaching staff. Couldn't get much better than Neal Richards. And we go ahead and get another victory on his season.
In 7th place, from Osborne Park, Luis Aceves.
The accolades for the 113-pound classification being handed out right now. Dalton Henderson, your champion there, knocking off Eric Meriam in the finals. So we've been lucky enough to be joined by 2 of the folks to win state championships already. Good job by Brian tracking those guys down, doing some very good work. Almost ready for our 126-pound classification. Be a battle of seniors. Stephen Cotnoir of Hickory High School facing off with Dane Harlowe of Annandale High School. Again, our team leader right now, Colonial Forge, with a huge 147.5 point start right here. Robinson in second at 79, so a big lead for Colonial Forge. There you see on your screen Dane Harlowe of Annandale in that white singlet, along with the red headgear. It looks like there may be some blood on the mat, so we'll go ahead and clean that up. Harlowe will be wearing the black singlet with the white headgear.
A little housekeeping before we start at 126.
And almost ready to go for this match as the.
This little break is brought to you by
Let's go ahead and look to clean the blood off the mat. As we get underway between Cotnoir of Hickory and Harlowe of Annandale, again, both seniors. Those scores were just underway in the 126-pound classification.
Dane Harlowe from Annandale High School, returning state champion at 125. In in the white uniform.
And early on, Harlowe with the advantage. And quick 2 points for Harlowe as he gets them on Cotnoir. Again, Harlowe in the white singlet. Let's get an update from Brian.
Harlowe with a takedown.
You won a state championship. Talk a little bit
If
about
you
it.
miss the semis,
It feels great to win, and I can't explain it.
I've been working hard all year for this wrestling practice, and after wrestling practice, going and working out, running after practice, and just preparing himself every year, every day.
Neal Sr., Neal Jr., talk about being a proud papa.
Well, I've always been proud of my son. He's been wrestling since he was 4 years old. I got 2 other ones that wrestle, and I know he likes doing it. He's passionate about it, and he likes to win. So that's where we go from with him. We just work him, we try to correct anything that he's doing wrong. I never really congratulated him on any of his victories until now. Congratulations for winning the state's freshman year, because I wanted him to improve on every victory that he had. If it was a victory that he had, where did he mess up? Where did he give up from? And that's what we've been working on all year.
Well, congratulations, guys, and go celebrate.
Thank you.
Back.
Wonderful story there by Neal Richards going ahead and authoring that win, and obviously his father, a very proud papa right now. Back to our action out on the mat again. A early lead. We're seeing some of these matches turn into bits of blowouts as Dane Harlowe of Annandale leading 7-0 here as we dwindle down time in the first period. Hickory's Stephen Cotnoir has got no offense going so far here in the 126-pound division. Now Harlowe looking in for that pin. Can he get it? Can he win the state championship with a pin? He cannot, but he will get 2 back points to extend his lead out to 9-0. Harlowe wins, and he'll go ahead, has the choice, and he'll put Cotnoir on the ground. Harlowe with a record of 42-2 on the season, a career record of 157-14, a 3-time Patriot District champion, a 2-time Northern Region champ, and a 2011 AAA state championship. So Harlowe, a guy who's been here before and looking to do it again. Looking for that pin. And look at the flexibility by Cotnoir. The neck strength to go ahead and keep off his back. But some back points there again for Harlowe. Dominant early on, leading 10-0 over Cotnoir of Hickory. Now again, looking for that pin. Harlowe comes in second in the Washington Post wrestling rankings at the 126-pound classification. He looks like it right now. Of course, those who are listeners outside the D.C. metro area, ranking the best wrestlers in the D.C. metro. More back points for Harlowe, now leading 13-0 with under a minute to go here in the second period. Now the referee checking something on a laptop, and I want to remind you that for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmedsports.com, a product of the Washington Post, allmedsports.com. Every school, every sport, all the time. So score will remain 13-0. Dane Harlowe of Annandale with the lead on Stephen Cotnoir of Hickory. 55 seconds remaining and rolling here in the second period. And more back points, and that will be the tech fall. 15-0. Dane Harlowe, you can't make much quicker work than that besides the pin. He took down Stephen Cotnoir, both seniors, but Harlowe will graduate with 2 state championships in his back pocket. Your winner in the 126-pound classification.
And now the award is at 120 pounds.
What a performance by Dane Harlowe. We thought it was pretty impressive and the 120 by Neal Richards. He gave up 7 points, winning his match 20-7. Absolutely perfect by Dane Harlowe. 15-0. The Annandale Atom able to go ahead and get the win.
Austin Riggs. In 6th place from Hermitage.
Now more accolades being handed out over on the winner's podium.
In 5th place from Westfield High School, Reck Campbell.
At the 120-pounders right now, getting their medals.
Your awards are being presented by distinguished member of the Hall of Fame and world champion Wade Chalice. In 4th place from Ocean Lakes, Eddie Bracey.
And, of course, welcome back here to Robinson High School for the AAA Virginia State High School Wrestling Championships here at Robinson High School. Very spacious and a wonderful crowd we have for you tonight. You can see a little bit behind me the stands here. Robinson is a big gym and the stands are packed. So many wrestling fans are out here tonight. We're already to the 132-pound division as we've already crowned 4 state champions so far tonight. They are Sean Badua of Osborne Park at 106. At 113, Dalton Henderson of Ocean Lakes. Also Neal Richards at 120 of Matoka High School, and Dane Harlowe of Annandale High School at 126. Got ready to crown another state champion at 132. That's almost underway. It'll be Christian Olanowski of Kellam High School, a senior for the Virginia Beach area, taking on Henry Majano of Wakefield, also a senior.
And the red anklet, Christian Olanowski.
Majano of Wakefield wearing the black singlet with the green trim. While Olanowski wearing the gold singlet with the Knights on the back. Very early on, they're outside the ring. And now, quick stoppage, maybe more blood.
Blood time.
And I'll tell you what, you'll see more blood at a wrestling match than pretty much any other sport at the high school level. It is rough and tumble, that is for sure. If you've never wrestled before, it is something that you can only experience if you get out there on the mat. I had 2 chances back when I was a little bit younger. It was not for me. I said football for me. It isn't as tough. Remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. Get another break for a blood stoppage. And they give them 5 minutes to go ahead and fix things up, as Olanowski will get the trainer to work on him. Of course, on the other side of things, Majano of Wakefield getting some more advice from his coaches. He'll actually go ahead and stop this. I think Olanowski's fixed, and as we get ready to go ahead and get back to our action, we'll go over and kick it over to Brian Hoffman with another interview.
I'm with Dane Harlowe. Dane, state championship, take me through your, what's going through your mind right now?
Well, I just had a really good semifinal win, and I was just ready to come out for this match, and it's awesome. Win it twice.
Overcome with emotion, or what are your plans to celebrate? How do what's going on in your mind?
We're going to eat.
That's it. All right. We've seen a lot of emotion out of some guys. Just another day at the office. Back to you.
And quickly back to our action as Henry Majano has Christian Olanowski in a pinning predicament, trying to get that shoulder on the ground, and Olanowski gets out of it. No points awarded there. I might have got some back points, but nothing there, and now they're locked up, so they'll go back in. So credit Olanowski for getting out of that situation. Looked like he was headed possibly to be pinned. Gets out of it, though. And still no score between Olanowski of Virginia Beach's Kellam High School in the gold singlet and Henry Majano of Wakefield in the black and green singlet. Just under 35 seconds. Still no score here in our first period. Again, thanks so much for being with us on allmetsports.com. Our coverage of the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships here from Robinson High School. Under 15 seconds. Majano looking to shoot in, nothing there. And wrestlers outside the circle, so they'll bring him back in with 4.9 left to go in the first period. Nothing there, so they'll flip the coin and they'll come up red, so Olanowski has the choice. He'll go down first. Look for those first points of the match with an escape. Majano coming into this with a 44-3 record, also career record of 146-18. He's a 3-time National District Champion, a 2-time Northern Region Champ, also a Virginia Junior Freestyle State Champion. The referee will go ahead and stop things. And they'll go back to the center of the mat. Majano's still up and Olanowski's still down. Majano break through there. And now an escape by Olanowski. So he leads 1-0 over Majano. Outside the ring, so they'll bring him back. Here in our 132-pound match at the Virginia AAA State Wrestling Championship. Majano almost had the takedown. They will give him the points. Majano gets the points for the takedown, so he has a 2-1 lead. And just about a minute left to go in our second period.
And a stall warning.
A stalling warning. They'll come back to the center. Olanowski will look for another escape to tie things up. Again, Majano goes ahead and lets him up. Trying to get that leg in the head at the same time, couldn't do it. Olanowski a little too strong. Outside the ring, they'll bring him back in. Olanowski, a senior from Kellam High School. He comes in with a record of 49-7, a career record of 153-25. 3 times a place winner at states. Also 2-time region champ, a 2-time district champ. Also numerous, as they'll go ahead and call stalemate, bring him back in. Also numerous other tournament wins and places for Olanowski. Also an honor roll student, so good to see he excels on the wrestling mat and the classroom. Under 20 seconds to go, 2-2 our score. Christian Olanowski of Kellam in the gold singlet. Henry Majano of Wakefield in the black and green singlet. Majano able to fight off. Olanowski had the leg, was looking to go ahead and get control there, couldn't do it. Under 2 seconds left, and we'll go to the final period. Tied at 2. Olanowski of Kellam and Majano of Wakefield. Majano getting to this matchup. Started this tournament off as the #1 seed out of the National District. Knocked off Sean Randall 7-4 in the first round. Randall of LC Bird. Then a 9-3 winner over Tony Neese of Colonial Forge. Then beat Henry Majano. Henry Majano knocked off Jamar Hairston of Matoka to get to this one against Olanowski. Again, Olanowski going to have to go ahead and get a cut worked on once again. They have and a little movement on our standings board. Matoka moving up with some of their performances. Now in third place behind Robinson and Colonial Forge. Olanowski are going deep into the medicine cabinet to figure out how to fix up Christian. Of course, on the other side of things, it's Henry Majano getting a little bit of help from his coaching staff and getting a water break here. And again, at the end of the second period. So just 2 more minutes left to go ahead and decide a state champion, as Majano and Olanowski are tied at 2. Remember, for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post. Allmetsports.com, every school, every sport, all the time. 2-2 is our score. Majano of Wakefield and Olanowski of Kellam. Now let's go ahead and get another update from Brian.
Thanks, Jeremy. Coming up next, the 138-pound bout, Santiago Valdez, the first participant from Robinson High School, the home team. Look for a clear rise in volume from the home crowd.
I expect nothing less, Brian. A couple wrestlers here from Robinson. And the fans will be fired up. There's a lot of fans from a lot of schools here, as we told you. But you can't see because of obviously our cameras and the way the lights are down. But these stands are packed here at Robinson High School. A lot of wrestling fans are in attendance. 2-2 again. Under 125 left to go in our final period.
Mahalo from the north, Olanowski from the east.
They'll go ahead and call a stall on Majano.
And a stall call on Mahalo. Olanowski now
After that warning. But now Majano comes right back, heart of a champion, able to go ahead and get the takedown when he needs it, gets called for the stall, and then goes ahead and gets the 2 points. And Majano trying to get on his back. Olanowski trying to go ahead and get the escape. And they will give an escape to Olanowski, so we're tied up again at 4. What a couple seconds of wrestling right there. The stall called. Majano comes right back and gets himself into the lead, and then Olanowski, again, a masterful escape to go ahead and tie things back up. Under 40 seconds left to go in our final period. 4-4 is our score. Henry Majano of Wakefield, Christian Olanowski of Kellam. Olanowski in the gold singlet. Majano in the black and green singlet. Here in our 132-pound bout. Olanowski looking for the leg, can't get it. Wonderful work by Majano on the defensive end. Next point will likely win it. They'll go out of the ring.
in regulation, 4-4.
And now, a quick injury to Majano. Maybe a contact lens coming out. And so, obviously, our most stoppages so far tonight. 2 blood stoppages for Olanowski, now a contact lens for Majano. I believe that's what they're trying to go get back in. And that's exactly what's going on, is his coach holding it, trying to get some solution and get that lens back in for Henry Majano. Both Olanowski and Majano are seniors. Olanowski getting to the match tonight, a first-round win for him, as he was able to go ahead and take down Nathan Tabelin of Osborne in the first round. Ended up with another win over Jerry Renault of Midlothian in the next round, then beat Dennis Gusty of Forest Park to get to the finals. Remember, you can purchase a copy of the broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. Let's go ahead and get another update from Brian.
Thanks, Jeremy. Also coming up shortly, the 160-pound bout, Cody Ayala, perhaps the most anticipated match of the evening. Ayala, let's just remind you, a 4-time Central District champion, 4-time Central Region champion, and a 3-time state champion, looking to complete the trifecta tonight, going for his 4th straight state championship title here in Virginia. Back to you.
Thank you, Brian. It looks like it wasn't a contact. It looks like it was maybe a cut on the cheek, and they had to go ahead and find a spot that wasn't wet to go get the Band-Aid on. Under 8 seconds left to go. Next point will win it. Both guys looking to go low. Nothing there. We'll go into the overtime period. Both wrestlers start in an upright position. Olanowski looks to shoot. Majano has the head. Can he do anything with it? Started with 1 minute on the clock here in the period. Again, 4-4, all tied up. Majano and Olanowski. Under 40 seconds. Again, outside the ring. Don't worry about a stall. Majano got called for a stall earlier in the match. Gave Olanowski a point. And again, outside the ring with 25.7 seconds left in the period. The extra time as they ended regulation tied at 4. Still are. Again, Olanowski looking to shoot. Majano fighting it off. Olanowski definitely the aggressor here. Looking for that takedown. Hasn't been able to get it. And that will be the end of our period. And now, go to another period where Olanowski wins the coin toss and he'll take down. Another buzzer will come up as the referee will come over. Put it as 30 seconds. Olanowski down, looking for that escape. Majano looking to put him on his back. Great show of strength there, but can he hold on? Again, Olanowski of Kellam in the gold singlet, 49-7 on the year. Majano of Wakefield in the black and green singlet, 44-3 on the season. Can Olanowski get loose? Can he break the grip? Can Majano get him on his back? Under 10 seconds. Olanowski trying to get loose, Majano trying to get him onto the ground. Can he get him down there? Can Olanowski get loose? And now they'll go ahead and they will award a point. I believe they've awarded a point to Olanowski. They will go ahead and give Olanowski the point for the escape, I believe. Actually, for a stall. And almost getting away for it was Majano. A show of quicks there. He needs points here, or he will fall. 26 seconds remaining. Exciting action here at Robinson High School in our AAA State Wrestling Championships. Can Majano get loose? Olanowski has the grip in. You hear the crowd coming to their feet. Under 10 seconds left to go. Majano needs the escape. Or it'll be Olanowski's title. And again, a warning. Majano trying to get loose. Can he get the foot loose? He will not get the foot loose. He's out of the ring. 5.7 seconds remaining. Olanowski leads 5-4 over Majano. Olanowski of Kellam in the gold. Majano of Wakefield in the black. And I think that's going to do it. And Christian Olanowski is your state champion at 132. A bit of a controversial decision. Olanowski goes ahead and gets the win. And ejected Henry Majano. But again, a very good match there. Christian Olanowski taking it in the 5th period, 5-4 over Henry Majano.
In 8th place from Colonial Heights.
And again, they'll go ahead and hand out awards.
In 7th place.
Now for 126, I believe. Now coming up our 138.
In 6th place from Kempsville High School, Louis Altamirano.
As our upcoming bout will be our 138. Santiago Valdez of Robinson with the home mat advantage. He's taking on Taylor Misuna of Grassfield of Virginia Beach. For all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post. Allmetsports.com, every school, every sport, all the time. And remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com.
And your two-time state champion from Annandale High School, Dane Harlowe.
And Dane Harlowe ascending to the top of the podium. He's awarded the first place medal with his very, very big time win in the 126-pound finals, knocking out Stephen Cotnoir of Hickory High School by a 15-0 count. And as you see, Harlowe, top of the medal stand, and when he gets that, he's going to go get himself something to eat. And he deserves it after his performance out there on the mats here at Robinson High School. Again, glad you could be with us here at allmetsports.com. Our 138-pound bout coming up right now in the white, navy blue, and yellow camouflage singlet. That's Santiago Valdez, the senior out of Robinson High School, in the red singlet with the G on the front like Georgia. From Grassfield High School, Taylor Misuna, a sophomore, of course, Grassfield High School down in the Virginia Beach area. Early on here, no score. Valdez looking to stay low. He comes in with a record of 38-9 on the season, also 99-40 for his career. He was your 2012 district and region runner-up in the Northern Region, also a 2011 district champ, also regional runner-up, third in the state, and a 12 elite opener champ, along with a runner-up in the Mannheim tournament. The other side of things, Taylor Misuna, he's a sophomore again from Grassfield High School, comes in into this one at 24-3, also with a career record of 63-12, a two-time district champ, also an all-state pick, and has a 3.7 GPA. So Taylor Misuna getting it done in the classroom again, as well as his wrestling mat antics. Let's get it over to Brian for another interview with the state champ.
I'm here with Christian Olanowski. Chris, I can tell the emotion. You're the third brother in your family to win a state title. Is it the weight of the world off your shoulders? What are you feeling right now?
It's the greatest feeling in the world. I just can't even explain it. You know, I talked to my brothers a lot over the week, and it was just the only thing to talk about was winning this tournament. And I finally did it. This is what I've dreamed of since I started wrestling in the 2nd grade, and I can't believe I finally achieved my goal.
I saw your brother talking to you just now. You were kind of shooing him away as you were coming in to do the interview. Talk about your relationship with them and just, you know, what this means even more.
My brothers, my family, they mean everything to me. My brothers, my parents, they're all my best friends, and I can't even, the relationship we have, it's incredible. Anybody who doesn't have a relationship like that with their family, I don't know. I couldn't imagine what they go through on a day-to-day basis, because I love it.
Well, congratulations, and go celebrate, and nice job. Thank you. Back to you.
Another competitor overcome with emotion there. Christian Olanowski, obviously a family affair when it comes to the wrestling mat, and Obviously, his family very proud of what he was able to do, get that thrilling win in the 130-pound through 2-pound division. Back to our action right now. Santiago Valdez, he has the 2-point lead in that early takedown. Now Taylor Misuna looking for an escape, can't get it. So we'll go to the end of the first period with the senior Valdez leading 2-0. Remember last year, Valdez finishing third in the state, looking to improve that. Obviously, he'll improve that no matter what happens in this match, but looking like a good chance for him to go ahead and get himself a state championship. Valdez's road to the title match. He was able to go ahead and knock off Tucker Profit of J.R. Tucker 5-3 in the first round, followed by a tight 4-3 win over Kyle Holcroft of Osborne. And he beat Ross Benzel of Kellum in the semifinals to get to this matchup against Misuna. Grassfield's Taylor Misuna, a winner over Stafford's Marcus Brown. And he took down Derek Arnold of Westfield, the Northern Region's #1 seed, 8-5. Misuna's first win over Brown of Stafford, a pin in 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Then Misuna, a winner over Brandon Massini of James River. An escape there by Valdez. He now holds a 3-0 lead in the 138-pound championship match. Glad we can be bringing you the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships on allmetsports.com. Jeremy Huber here with you. Our sideline reporter is Brian Hoffman. The points awarded there. And we mentioned Derek Arnold. He was ranked 3rd in the Washington Post area rankings for all the wrestlers in the Washington metro area. And Taylor Misuna able to go ahead and get the 8-5 win against him. Remember, Misuna in the red singlet, just a sophomore. Valdez in the camouflage blue, gold, and white. He's a senior, looking for his first state championship. Coming up on 40 seconds left to go in our second period here of the 138-pound championship match. Santiago Valdez with a 3-0 lead. No points awarded there. And Valdez looking for the escape. They'll go ahead and award 2 points to Misuna right there, where Valdez could get outside the ring to bring it back into the middle. 20.6 left to go in our second period. Again, Misuna in the red singlet. Valdez in the camouflage, blue, white, and gold. He leads by 1, 3-2 in the second period. The points awarded there. Under 5 seconds to go. And we will go to our second period break with Robinson Santiago Valdez leading Grassfield's Taylor Misuna 3-2. Again, another close one. Had a run there of some lopsided matches, but getting back in to the closely, hotly contested matches. And Misuna will escape, so we're all tied up at 3. 1:52 and rolling here in the final period. At the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships, your 138-pound match. Santiago Valdez of Robinson. Taylor Misuna, the sophomore of Grassfield High School. Valdez has the leg. On the outside. So no points will be awarded. They'll take it back into the middle. Under 90 seconds remaining. Both wrestlers breathing hard. Valdez take a little break on one knee. Conditioning, obviously a huge part of who's going to win this match. So tiring, amateur wrestling. And Misuna, will he get the points? Will he get the points? Valdez trying to hold on, and Valdez able to go ahead and fend off that scoring attempt by Misuna. 3-3 again is our score, all tied up. 1 minute left to go in our final period of regulation, the third. Under 50 seconds to go. Again, Misuna has a leg. Can he do anything with it? Valdez trying to turn him over.
21 seconds in regulation. 3-3.
Right now, if conditioning's a factor, it looks like it may be on Misuna's side. Valdez trying to stay low. He has a leg. Can he get him down? Can he get him over? Can he take control? Nothing yet. Valdez trying to move those feet. They'll go ahead and give points to Valdez, and 1 point for the escape by Misuna. So a big move there by Valdez. Gives up, got in trouble, so he smartly gave up the escape to Misuna. Now Misuna needs a point. He has to get a takedown. Can he get it? The sprawl there by Valdez. 6.8 seconds remaining. Valdez needs to fight it off. The Robinson cheering section. Misuna tried to jump the whistle. He's worn there. Worth a chance. Valdez almost loses his balance. Can he stay on balance? Misuna looking again. Valdez fights him off. And Santiago Valdez is your 138-pound state champion, and he does it here in his home school at Robinson inside the gym here. Did it on the home mat, where he's won so many matches. He wins one more, and this one will make him a state champion. And credit both of these wrestlers for wrestling one heck of a contest. Misuna is going to be heard from in the rest of his career. But I tell you what, I think maybe this first time tonight we saw the senior against the underclassmen, and maybe it just having a little bit to do with the win, as late in that match, Valdez using a little more upper body strength that he had to fight off those advances of Misuna. And now we're seeing Santiago Valdez go up into the crowd, I'm assuming hugging some family members. And that's a sweaty hug, but I tell you what, that's one that you love to get. If that's your son, you'll give that any time of the week. And right there in the Robinson cheering section, Santiago Valdez handing out the hugs, and well deserved. And now the awards being handed out for another weight class. The 132-pound weight class. Of course, that was won by Christian Olanowski. That tough match against Henry Majano went 5 periods. Ended up winning. Of course, this will be back-to-back Robinson right here. As in the 145-pound weight class, Brooks Martino of the homestanding Rams will go ahead and look to get a win against Zach Kechter of Salem High School of the Virginia Beach area. And again, there's Christian Olanowski holding his bracket for the world to see. With a big smile as he was able to go ahead and get the win, and really the most hard fought of all the matches so far, going 5 periods. Martino of Robinson in the blue singlet, Robinson across the chest, Zach Kechter of Salem in the black singlet, also wearing the red headgear. Kechter with the red anklet, Martino with the green anklet. In the 145-pound division. Looking for control here. Martino still has a leg. As long as he has that, he'll be okay. Kechter also trying to grab that leg. Stalemate early on, still working, still moving though. Martino Robinson, a senior, as the ref will bring him back into the middle. A 48-6 record on the year, a career record of 166-28. Remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. So glad we could be here bringing you the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships on allmetsports.com. Jeremy Huber with you. Matt's side, along with sideline reporter Brian Hoffman. No score in our 145-pound match between Brooks Martino of Robinson in the blue singlet and Zach Kechter of Salem in the black singlet. Under 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Still no score. Also, distinguishing on Kechter, has a tattoo on the back of his calf. Looks like it took a lot of work to get done. And these wrestlers, tough guys, that's for sure. Coming up on the end of the first period. And now 6.1 left. They'll bring it back to the center. Looking for the first points of the match. Not being scored yet. And that will do it for the first period. No score between Martino of Robinson and Kechter of Salem.
Kechter's choice, he'll start in the bottom position for Salem High School.
Kechter makes the choice. He'll go ahead and start on the bottom. Look for an escape to go ahead and earn the first points of the match. Martino a little high, had him on the back for just a half second. Can he get control of it? No, gonna be, will they call it a reversal? No, they'll go with an escape. So Kechter scores the first points. They hold a 1-0 lead. Brooks Martino, a 3-time district champ for Robinson, also a 3-time region champ, won the state championship last year, also won a 2-time Beast place winner, also an Ironman place winner, also a 4.43 GPA, and he'll attend the University of Pennsylvania. And obviously with a GPA like that, you can definitely get into the University of Pennsylvania, get in anywhere you want to with that GPA. Kechter of Salem with the 1-0 lead over Robinson Martino. For all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com. A product of the Washington Post, allmetsports.com. Every school, every sport, all the time. One minute left to go in our second period. Robinson's Brooks Martino takes on Zach Kechter of Salem again. Kechter in the blue singlet. Kechter in the black singlet. Martino in the blue singlet, also with the ram head on the back for the Robinson Rams. Kechter looking for more points. Nothing awarded yet. Now we have a reversal. Martino trying to turn him over. But Kechter still has that leg. Under 20 seconds left to go in the second period. Can Martino make a move? Can he get him over on his back? Can't get that leverage that he may be put on his back. Under 3 seconds. Still nothing awarded by the referee. We'll go to the end of the second period with Salem's Zach Kechter leading Robinson's Brooks Martino 1-0.
To the third period.
Kechter comes into this one with a 55-0 record on the season. Also a senior like Martino, a career record of 160-16. An NHSCA All-American, also a 3-time region champ in the Eastern region, a 3-time Beach District champ, and a 2011 state runner-up. Now point awarded over for Robinson's Martino. And we're all tied up here in the third period. Another close match. Let's see how this one turns out. Coming up on 90 seconds remaining in regulation. No points awarded yet. Been a mat-based attack and 2 points. As Martino able to get the takedown and takes a 3-1 lead with 1:17 left to go in the third period. Hector looking for the escape, now looking for a reversal. No points awarded yet. Long time for Martino to hold on. Now he may be in a pinning predicament. Gets the leg loose. And will points be awarded? Still no points awarded for Hector. Martino looking to hold on to that leg. So Martino able to stave off what looked like a bad situation. Now with 39.7 seconds left in the third period, Martino will start up, Hector will start down. Hector looking for that escape, looking for a reversal. Will he be able to get it? Martino still has the leg. Again, Martino, a region champ in the northern region this year. Hector, a region champ in the eastern region. Again, no points awarded. 15.9 seconds left. Robinson's Brooks Martino looking for a state championship. Be his second in a row. Zach Hector, a state runner-up last year, looking for his first state championship. Under 5 seconds left to go. Can Hector get loose? It looks like he will not. And Brooks Martino, the second straight Robinson wrestler, to go ahead and earn a state championship on his home mat. And the home fans are happy, and so is Martino as he comes away with the 3-2 win. So another close match goes Robinson's way, and they're able to go ahead and take home another state championship. Robinson in second in the team competition behind Colonial Forge with their fantastic performance.
We're missing Misuna, and we're missing Valdez.
And the interesting thing there, Brooks Martino lost 6 times on the season, able to hand Zach Hector his first loss of the year.
In 7th place, from Westfield High School, Harlowe. Presenting the awards again.
Our 138-pound
National Wrestling Hall of Fame
honors being given out right now on the podium as we get ready for our 152-pound match between Kevin Johnson of Forest Park High School and Beau Donahue of Westfield High School.
In 5th place,
Johnson comes in a senior with a record of 42-11, a career record of 148-46. Donahue, a junior from down the road at Westfield, with a record of 47-7, a career record of 150-20.
and in 3rd place, from Hayfield High School, Sahi Carbo.
Donahue, he's saying a little prayer there. He's meditating.
Runner-up from Grassfield High School,
He's an all-met.
Misuna.
He's had a heck of a year, as we mentioned, with his 47-7 record. Donahue, 3rd in the last Washington Post rankings, ranking the best metro area wrestlers. And Santiago Valdez of Robinson, getting his medal and his brackets. Very proud with a smile on his face. Remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's synthesismp.com. Almost ready to go as both Johnson and Donahue on the mat. Donahue out of Westfield wearing the gold singlet, while Forest Park's Johnson wears the green and black singlet.
From Westfield High School, Beau Donahue.
Donahue with the red anklet, while it's Johnson with the green anklet, and we are underway at 152. Quickly on the attack is Johnson looking for the points. Donahue able to get out of it and not give it up. Colonial Forge leading the team competition by a wide margin, 147.5 in first. Robinson in second right now at 87 points. First guy who can bring you the AAA Virginia State Wrestling Championships here from Robinson High School on allmetsports.com. No score here in our 152.2-pound match between Kevin Johnson and Beau Donahue. Johnson of Forest Park, Donahue of Westfield. Johnson of Forest Park, a two-time Cardinal District and Northwestern Region champ, also the 2011 state runner-up. Beau Donahue, a three-time Concord District champion, a two-time Northern Region champ, also two-time high school All-American, and a 2011 AAA state champion. We mentioned Donahue also ranking third in the latest Washington Post wrestling rankings, ranking the best wrestlers in the area of the DC Metro. And remember, for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post. Allmetsports.com, every school, every sport, all the time. Under 35 seconds left to go in the opening period. No score for Kevin Johnson of Forest Park and Beau Donahue of Westfield. Now a leg grab there by Johnson. Can he do anything with it? Has Donahue in the air. Donahue looks like he's in a compromising position, but right now seems to be in control of the situation. You look at Johnson's face, trying to figure out, what do I do right now? And we won't do anything as we'll go to the end of the first period with no score. And the coin lands red up, so Donahue's choice, he'll take this period down. He'll be up in the final period. Looking for the first points of the match. No score here between Kevin Johnson of Forest Park and Beau Donahue of Westfield in our 152-pound bout. Johnson takes him down, but still no points. Really, the crowd sticking around. Still a full house here at Robinson. Again, Johnson. There's a leg in. Trying to break down Donahue. Maybe a little high. Show his strength there for a second by Donahue. Very strong legs. Couldn't get him over. And Johnson again will keep Donahue on the ground. .110 left to go in our second period. No score between Johnson of Forest Park and Donahue of Westfield at 152. Now, Donahue looking for the escape, trying to get loose. Johnson trying to get him back down on the mat. Looked like Donahue had an escape there for a second, couldn't get it. Let's go ahead and get another update from Brian.
Thanks, Jeremy. I just spoke briefly with Hopewell coach Cameron Granderson about Cody Allala preparing for his match in just a couple minutes. Simply put, he said he's ready to go. Back to you.
Cody Allala, a guy who's always ready to go. We talked about his accolade, 3-time state champions, won the district, won the region as well. So expect nothing less than his best up here at Robinson. Still no score in our 152-pound match at the Virginia State Wrestling Championships. Kevin Johnson of Forest Park and Beau Donahue of Westfield. Donahue winning the state championship already once, just a junior, so he'll have another year back at Westfield. Again, Donahue looking for an escape. Will he get it? Will it be given? And it will be given. So Beau Donahue breaks the ice with under 5 seconds left to go in the second period. And that will be the end of the period. So Johnson will start on the bottom with Donahue on top. Obviously, Johnson looking for the escape. Go ahead and get this thing tied up and work from there. So far for this tournament, Donahue came in as the Northern Region champ. Went through Michael Ramos of Matoka by a 16-6 score. And an escape here, so we're back tied up at 1. Donahue then beat Orange County's Ryan Allman by a 6-4 count. Then over Alex Turley of Thomas Dale to get to the finals. Kevin Johnson of Forest Park, the #1 seed in the Northwest region, coming out of the Northwest region. A 16-0 whitewashing of Nathan Lane of Hickory. Then a pin on Zakil Muhammad of Henrico. And then a win over Jonathan Fall of Stonebridge. 1-1 with 1:15 left to go in the third period. Kevin Johnson of Forest Park, Beau Donahue of Westfield.
1 minute left in the third, guys. Let's go.
Again, one little mistake could cost you this late in a match when you're all tied up. Both Johnson and Donahue wrestling cautiously. Eventually one will make a move. Question's going to be who blinks first. And staying up. We'll get some points out of this. Will not. They both go out of the circle and they'll come back to the middle. 41.7 seconds left to go in the third. A tie score. 1-1. Kevin Johnson, Beau Donahue, both on escapes. Donahue looked to be making a move there for just a second. Now Johnson looks for the shot. Fought off by Donahue. Field coaching staff shouting some encouragement, both sides. Now a leg, grab by Johnson. Can he do something with it? Tremendous upper body strength. Can he use it to his advantage? Donahue showing some good flexibility to not go down. Now he has two legs. Can he get him down? Can Donahue change it around? And they'll say no points awarded right before the buzzer. The Westfield coaching staff not happy with Donahue right now. They'll go to another period. 1 minute here. Still tied at 1 at the 152-pound weight class. Johnson of Forest Park in the black and green singlet. Donahue in the gold singlet of Westfield. Now under 45 seconds remaining in our 1 minute fourth period. Dance, two combatants. Look for a move, and Donahue gets the two, and he is your state champion. So another Northern Region wrestler takes home the state championship. This time it's Beau Donahue of Westfield knocking off Kevin Johnson 3-1 in the fourth period. So they go to the sudden death. Donahue able to go ahead and get that takedown. And he is your state champion at the 152-pound weight class.
And now the awards at 145 pounds. In 8th place from Colombia.
So another very good match. Again, like we mentioned, another wrestler from the northern region able to go ahead and get the win, and Beau Donahue. That's the third in a row, almost 4 in a row. Northern region representing themselves pretty well here in the finals.
In 4th place from Kellum, Tim Antonelli. In 3rd place from Osborne, Christian Garcia. Your runner-up from
your 145-pound medalist getting introduced right now.
Two-time Virginia State champion from Robinson High School, Brooks Martino.
And Brooks Martino going ahead and accepting his second straight AAA state championship, representing Robinson High School, of course, homestanding today. And now for one of our marquee matches at the 152-pound to 160-pound weight class. It'll be Ryan Forrest taking on the challenge of Cody Allala of Hopewell High School down by the Richmond area. Allala, a senior, a 33-2 record, 140-12 for his career. He's a 4-time Central District champ, a 4-time Central Region champ, and a 3-time state champ, trying to make it 4 in a row. Forrest comes out of South Lakes. He's a 2012 Northern Region runner-up and a place winner at last year's AAA state championship. Forrest is in the blue singlet, while Allala is in the yellow singlet.
Both wrestlers seniors.
Allala's road to the title. Of course, he came out, like I said, as the Central champion, and he's looking for the pin early on. What a move by Allala. Has Forrest on his back. Forrest trying to fight it off. Will he get the pin? Have not had a pin yet. Allala looking for it, looking to make quick work of his opponent from South Lakes.
He picks up 3. It's 5-0.
5 points for Allala on the takedown and the back points. Allala again, just a dominant performer. We talked about it. Already has 3 state championships in his back pocket, looking to make it a 4th. Allala, like we said, a Central Region champ. Won his first matchup over Jared Diener of Washington and Lee 16-0. Allala then knocked off Mason Melly of Hickory 16-1. Also knocked off Mark Darr of Hilton in the semifinals to get to this round. So Cody Allala not looking for some competition, trying to find it right now. And Allala just constantly on the go, looking for a spot. He'll give up a point there, giving up the escape to Forrest. They'll go outside the ring. And Forrest trying to find some way to attack Allala. And now Allala closing in again. Won't get the points there, but holds a 5-1 lead after the end of 1 period.
Alex choice. He defers. Allala will start in the bottom position.
So Forrest will defer. Allala chooses the bottom position. Forrest looking to hold on. Allala looking for the escape. Turns around on him. And Allala almost there, getting those points. Have not been awarded yet, as Forrest still has a leg. And it will be now 2 for Allala.
Allala with the reversal and a 7-1 lead.
2 for that reversal, so now Allala up 7-0. Again, out of Hopewell High School in the gold singlet, Cody Allala, a 3-time state champion, also a 4-time Central District and Central Region champion. Again, Allala looking for that pin. No pin so far in our championship round. And Allala would be fitting if he was the first to get one, considering his spectacular resume. Under a minute to go in our second period. Allala with 7 points. Ryan Forrest of South Lakes with 1. Allala. A warning for Forrest for stalling. Allala maybe was in trouble for just a second there, but gets right back into control. Forrest is kind of standing there. Allala, the real aggressor, looking for the pin again. Will he be able to get it? Can't get it. We'll see if he gets back points. And we'll give 3 back points there. So now 10-1, Allala with the lead as we dwindle down time in our second period. Hopewell's Cody Allala with a 10-1 lead on Ryan Forrest of South Lakes in the 160-pound division.
Ryan Forrest's choice, he chooses neutral.
Forrest will choose neutral. Maybe looking for a takedown. Hoping Allala makes a mistake. But Cody Allala doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Nice bridge there, trying to go ahead and stay away. But again, Cody Allala with a takedown. Now 12-1 Allala. Dominating performance, and Allala smartly let Forrest go. Always that chance. Forrest. Allala on the headgear. Warning there.
Let's get the 152-pounders to the station, please. 152 all.
So 12-2, Allala with the lead. 120 and rolling in the third period. Allala with a double leg takedown, looking for a pin. Adding 2 more points to his total. Now up 14-2 on South Lakes Forest. 1 minute left to go as Cody Allala looking for that pin, looking to lock down that 4th straight state championship. Ryan Forrest, no slouch, a pin of Connor Smith of Cosby in the first round. Forrest actually the number 2 wrestler out of the Northern region. He'll take it back into the middle. And Forrest beat Orange County Sean Raftery, the Northwest region's number 1. And then a win over Jonathan Sim of Robinson in the semifinals to get him into this match with Cody Allala. 43.5 left to go. Allala with a 14-2 lead on Forrest of South Lakes. In our 160-pound match, Cody Allala showing off all his talents so far. Looking to move. Now under 20 seconds. Allala pushes the head down. Trying to control Forrest. Has the leg in under 10 seconds. And you start to hear the applause as Forrest makes one last strong move, and he's gassed, and as he should be, taking on a tough opponent like Cody Allala. Push to the crowd, and that's one of the better wrestlers you're going to see. Cody Allala hugged for his competitor Ryan Forrest, and he is your 160-pound state champion with a 14-2 win over Ryan Forrest. 4 in a row for Cody Allala. Can't do it much better than that. And Allala jumps into the arms of his coach, gets a big hug. As was a phenomenal performance by him, in his career.
In 8th place from Ocean Lakes,
And more awards being handed out.
Nick, let's reset midway through.
And we are midway through the Virginia AAA State Wrestling Championships here at Robinson High School. I'm Jeremy Huber. Our sideline reporter, Brian Hoffman, will be along momentarily. Had a great night so far here at Robinson. 2 Robinson wrestlers able to go ahead and get state championship wins. Also seeing some kind of coronations, if you will. Cody Allala with the big victory, clinching his 4th straight state championship just moments ago.
I'm sorry, in 5th place from Thomas Neal, Alex Turley.
Now the 152-pound weight class getting their awards. And remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. Of course, your winner in the 152, Beau Donahue of Westfield. A very, very close win over Forest Park's Kevin Johnson. 3-1 in the 4th period. A takedown to go ahead and clinch a state championship. And now coming up on our 170-pound weight class. As we put another one down into the books.
Beau Donahue, Westfield All-Met.
Again, Beau Donahue winning again. All-Met wrestler. A 2nd state championship for him as well. Another brilliant performance. And of course, our 170-pound match, Ryland O'Brien of First Colonial of Virginia Beach and Tanner Tinsley of Hanover High School of the Richmond area. O'Brien a junior and Tinsley a senior. Let's go ahead and get another update from Brian.
Jeremy. Here with the 2 Robinson winners, Santiago Valdez, Brooks Martino. Santiago, I'll start with you. Take me through your match.
Well, it started off kind of slow. You know, I got that too. I knew I had to hold him in the first. Kept going. When it was tied up, I knew I had to get those points to win it, and you know, I just left it all there and got my points.
You guys are both seniors. What's it like to get a win in your final year here?
It's just unbelievable. We have a huge support crowd. A ton of our high school friends are here in the bleachers over there. So it's just all the more satisfactory to have them here behind our back.
Well, guys, congratulations. And what's left to do? What do you got? You going to celebrate?
Yeah, go home with the family. My sister's here from school. You know, next couple days, just hang out and celebrate.
Well, thanks, guys, and back to you, Jeremy. Nothing more I can say.
Thank you, Brian. And of course, Valdez, your 138-pound champion, and Martino, your 145-pound champion, both doing it on their home mat here at Robinson. Then back to our 170-pound match. Ryan O'Brien of First Colonial High School comes into this one with a 37-5 record on the season and 82-10 career record. Tanner Tinsley of Hanover, he's at 48-4 on the year, also a career record of 110-4. Right now, a 2-point lead for us over as we have Ryland O'Brien with the lead. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and get another interview with Brian.
Here with Beau Donahue, 2nd state championship. Anything different about the first one?
No, I mean, same school, same situation. It came down to the wire, and my conditioning and everything, I just pulled it out. I knew I had it in me.
Saw you hugging all your family and friends over there. What's going through your mind emotionally?
It's the best feeling. Just they're so supportive of me, and I have such a good community, good family and friends to be around me, and keep me pushing and going the whole time. So.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Brian. And of course, another state championship. All these state champions joining us. Feel so blessed to be able to bring them to you here at allmetsports.com. Beau Donahue, the 152-pound champion from Westfield. I want to correct it. Not Ryland O'Brien up in this match. Actually, Tanner Tinsley of Hanover getting the first 2 points of the match giving up 1 point to Ryland O'Brien. So now a 2-1 score. Tinsley on top of O'Brien. Again, Tinsley is in your white singlet from Hanover High School. O'Brien from First Colonial in the gold singlet. Again, in our 170-pound match, Tinsley of Hanover with 2 points, O'Brien of First Colonial with 1.
With the escape of 3-1 lead.
Just underway in the second period. Tinsley gets the escape. Now 3-1 to his favor. With 1:41 left to go and rolling here in the second period. And the wrestlers outside the ring, so they'll bring him back. With Tinsley looking to hang on to that 3-1 lead. About 90 seconds to go in the second period. Ryland O'Brien of First Colonial, again a junior. He's an Eastern Region champion, a freshman All-American, also an All-State 2-mile runner. His fastest mile coming in at 4:27. Pretty impressive. Also a Boston Marathon qualifier. O'Brien, a multi-platform athlete. Tanner Tinsley, the other 170 competitor, comes in as a 3-time district champion, also a 3-time region champ, and a 2011 state champion. Under a minute to go, as Tinsley of Hanover leads O'Brien of First Colonial 3-1. Coming up on 35 seconds left to go in the second period, as Tanner Tinsley leads Ryland O'Brien 3-1 in our 170-pound match. Already have crowned a host of state champions so far. We'll have a few more for you.
All state wrestlers, 160 pounds, please report to awards area.
Coming up on 15 seconds, just under, in our 170-pound bout in the second period. Again, Tanner Tinsley of Hanover High School in the white singlet. Ryland O'Brien of First Colonial in the gold singlet. Down to 2 seconds remaining. And there's the buzzer to end the second period. Just underway here in the third period. Hanover's Tanner Tinsley trying to hold on to a 2-1 lead against Ryland O'Brien of First Colonial High School in the 170-pound class. No points awarded there. Tinsley coming in as the Central Region champ, knocked off Stephen Wittenberg of Osborne Park with a pin in 1 minute and 6 seconds in the first round. Then beat Matthew Reynolds of Great Bridge 18-3 in the second. Beat Gunter Dixon of Cox High School in the semifinals to get here. On the other side of things, Ryland O'Brien, the top seed out of the Eastern Region. He beat Gil and Ev of Lake Braddock 17-5. And a win over Randy Loving of Lee Davis High School 9-5. And then a victory over Dusty Floyd of Mount Vernon, the national districts, the Northern Region's #1 from Mount Vernon to get into the championship match. 104 remaining and counting. 3-2 our score. As Tanner Tinsley trying to hold on to the state championship here against Ryland O'Brien. Tinsley, a senior, won the state championship last year, looking to do it again.
We're all you. No camera too.
46 seconds remaining. And now, under 35 seconds, O'Brien needs a point here. Gonna have to get a takedown. Tinsley looking to avoid it in the 170-pound weight class. Tinsley in the white singlet, O'Brien in the gold. Tinsley with a 3-2 lead. Clock stops with 13.7 seconds left.
And we have a stall warning on Tinsley.
A stall warning on Tanner Tinsley. Referee will come over and chat with the scorer. And the referee telling the scorekeeper it's just a warning on Tinsley, not a point given to O'Brien. So 11 seconds left, under 10 now. O'Brien, one last shoot, looking for that takedown. Tinsley looking to fight it off, and Tanner Tinsley will be your state champion. Another close match, 3-2. Tinsley able to hold off Ryland O'Brien. Tinsley of Hanover High School, the senior, takes home another state championship to add to his wonderful resume of wrestling accomplishments.
And now the award is 160 pounds.
Both wrestlers
Mason
shaking hands with the opposing coaches. And Tinsley will go out and celebrate his victory, a hard-fought one. And now, awards being handed out for the 170-pound class.
Sorry. The bus, I think the bus got overwhelmed.
We check that, our 160-pound class. Cody Allala will go ahead and ascend the podium for the 4th time in his high school career. Well deserved after another state championship.
In 3rd place from South County, Reck.
Again, we talked about it. Cody Allala. What a career for him. A 160-pounder out of Hopewell High School. Wins 14-2 his final match. He's able to go ahead and get his 4th state championship as he ascends the podium right now. Remember, for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post. allmetsports.com, every school, every sport, all the time. And remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. And now our 182-pound matchup, pitting David Reck, a senior from Colonial Forge High School, against Tyler Young, a senior from Freedom of Loudoun County High School. Young in the black singlet, while Reck is in the silver singlet. Remember, Colonial Forge out in front of the team competition, 147.5 points. And Reck looking to add to it. No points. Actually, they will give him a point on the takedown, so 2-0. Reck with the lead. Reck comes into this one with a 55-1 regular season record, a 167-24 career record. He's a 4-time district champ, also a 3-time regional champ, also a 3-time place winner at the state competition, also a host of other outside tournament accomplishments. Tyler Young of Freedom in Loudoun County, a 39-6 record, a career 103-38 record, also a 3-time district place winner, a 2-time region place winner, and a 2011 state qualifier. Won the Cedar Run District Championship and was runner-up in the 2012 Northern Region this season. So 2-1 our score. Reck of Colonial Forge on top of Young of Freedom of Loudoun. And Reck again with a takedown.
170-pound All-State wrestlers, please report to staging. 170-pound All-State wrestlers, please report to the award.
The referee will go ahead and stop it, bring him back into the middle. 40.3 seconds remaining in the first period. David Reck of Colonial Forge with a 4-1 lead on Tyler Young of Freedom.
Tyler Young with the escape.
Again, Young in the black singlet and Reck in the silver singlet. And again, Reck putting Young down. And Reck showing off a lot of wrestling skill, and that's what you usually see this weight class. You see guys have that wrestling skill, but also have the size and strength to back it up. Three more weight classes to go after this one. 195, followed by 220, and then the heavy guys, the 285s. David Reck of Colonial Forge in the silver singlet, leading Tyler Young of Freedom 6-2. Reck will look to keep Young from escaping. He will. So after one period, 6-2 is our score. Reck on top.
Colonial Forge, 6-2 lead into the second. Tyler Young's choice, he takes down.
So Reck giving up a point there as Young chose to be down. Reck said no. Go ahead and let him up. I'll give him a point. Trying not to get shot on. And now Reck, like a machine, working. Got the head. Young trying to get out, but two more points to David Reck.
8-3. Early in the second period. 170 pounders, please report. 170 pound.
A little bit of frustration showing on Young's part. Trying to get some offense mounted. So far, Reck's been too strong for him. And another, basically a defer there. We'll go ahead. Reck lets Young up, gives away the point. They start standing. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the second period. Reck of Colonial Forge 8. Young of Freedom of Loudon 4 in the 182-pound division. And Reck, for more points there, he's outside the circle. They'll come bring it back in.
Bounce back to their feet. Still 8-4.
Reck coming in as the Northwest Region Champion. His first round match, a 12-2 victory over Isaac Mackey of Atlee. Then Reck again as he picks up two more points. A minute 30 pin over Jack Ogburn of Ocean Lakes. Then Reck a winner over the Central Region #1 of Matoka Corbin Ramos to get to this matchup. Coming up on 15 seconds left to go in the second period. Colonial Forge's David Reck looking to go ahead and improve on his 55-1 record on the year as he leads 10-4 on Tyler Young of Freedom of Loudoun County. And that will end our second period, excuse me. And Reck will choose to be down.
Colonial Forge choice. Start the third period.
Again, Reck in the silver singlet, Young in the black singlet. And Reck gets the escape to add to his point total, now leading 11-4. Young with a close first round match.
It's 13-5.
Now 13-5 after another takedown and escape. And Reck will add two more points, 15-5. And again, Reck takes him down, lets him up. Not willing to grapple on the mat, just going with the takedowns. 1:20 left to go in the third period. As David Reck looking to salt away a state championship. They'll bring it back to the middle of the mat. We mentioned Tyler Young of Freedom's road to the championship match. Beat Andy Hogue of Mills Godwin 5-3, then a 7-3 win over Nick Hoy of Madison. And he knocked off Stacy Kennedy of Oscar Smith in the semifinals to come into this matchup with David Reck. But David Reck's been dominant so far, 15-6, with under a minute left to go. Now 17-6, 2 more points for Reck. And again, he'll let up Young, make it 17-7. Looking to go ahead and, again, Reck with that strategy. Take him down, let him up. Don't get stuck in a grapple. And Reck about 30 seconds away from winning a state championship. As we are counting down, Young looking for one final flourish, unable to get it, as he's looking for that state title again at 182 pounds. And he's just about there with 20 seconds left to go. Brian Hoffman with another interview coming up in just a second after we finish this match out. But again, David Reck of Colonial Forge looks like he's going to be your state champion, leading 17-7. Looking for more points here. He'll get 2 more, make it 19-7. And David Reck of Colonial Forge, your 182-pound state champion here at Robinson High School with a 19-7 win over Tyler Young. And David Reck, your winner, goes ahead and gets the victory for Colonial Forge, your leaders. And we'll go ahead and give it over to Brian for another interview.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm with Cody Allala. Cody, 4th state championship, only the 10th person to do that in history. Just take me through your emotions right now.
I'm excited, man. I feel on top of the world.
Take me through the match.
I mean, I just went out there, dominated, did what I had to do. I've been training all year for it, so I just did my thing.
I heard you say that your knee was bothering you. You won 4 state championships. What could you do with a healthy knee?
I'd have probably went out there and done better than I did.
Obviously excited, Cody Allala. Back to you.
I tell you what, that is a talented wrestler right there. A real nice kid, too. Cody came by earlier, thought, me and our lead producer, BJ, thought that basically that we were the guys who were kind of running things, asked us if we knew where the trainer was. Asked very nicely, didn't know, but called off, and then they found some training help for that knee. But again, real nice kid and a very good wrestler. Obviously bringing a lot of pride to his high school. So almost ready for our 195-pound weight class.
How am I doing? I don't know.
And again, right now, some of the accolades being given out. Tanner Tinsley of Hanover High School, go ahead and ascending the podium right now, winning that state championship, his 2nd state championship here at the AAA Virginia High School League Wrestling Championships. Like we said, almost ready for that 195-pound match. Again, Tinsley atop the podium with his brackets and his medal. A very proud Tanner Tinsley there. Hanover very proud as well of what he's been able to do. So our 195-pound match ready to get underway. Logan Jackson of Stafford, a senior, taking on senior Aaron Rowe of Indian River. Rowe in the white, while Logan Jackson of Stafford in the silver. And again, 195-pound clash. You're seeing the bulls of the barn get out there and wrestle. And quickly kind of feeling each other out early. Again, Jackson in the white singlet, Rowe in the silver. And Jackson comes into this with a 54-1 record on the year. 156 for his career wins, 25 losses. Finished 3rd at the AAA State Championships last season. Also 1st at the Richmond Invitational, 1st at the Ocean Lakes Invitational, 1st at the James Wood Invitational, and also an all-district and all-area football player. So Logan Jackson can get it done there. Also, on the other side of things, Aaron Rowe comes in, like we said, a senior from Indian River High School. He also has just 1 loss on the season. 139 wins, 23 losses for his career. He's a two-time district champ, a region champ as well. Has plenty of other big tournament wins and high finishes. Coming up on 30 seconds left to go in our 195-pound match. Still no score between Jackson of Stafford and Rowe of Indian River. Again, Jackson in the white singlet, Rowe in the silver singlet with the black stripe down the side. Rowe looking to turn him over. Jackson staying compact, not giving up any space. And that will do it for the first period. And now the choice will be Rose, and he'll go ahead and defer, and Jackson will go down. Jackson comes in ranked second in the Washington Post wrestling rankings on Dylan Devine of DeMatha, a senior. Remember, for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post. Allmetsports.com, every school, every sport, all the time. And of course, those Washington Post rankings encompassing the D.C. metro area, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, for our viewers from outside the area. Hope some of you folks are having a good time here on allmetsports.com as we bring you the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships. Rowe holding on for dear life. Jackson trying to get that escape, put the first points on the board. Inverting kick to the head. Always that tough sport of wrestling. Rowe came over, I believe a knee caught a bit of Jackson. Now he grabs a leg. Has to stay in, a bit of control here. And they'll move it back to the circle. Again, thanks so much to Robinson High School for sponsoring it and having us here. Of course, next week, as we move through, there's a lot of basketball action here at Robinson, a super site for state quarterfinal action. I also believe the home of the other basketball tournaments as we move through. But wrestling, the key right now here at Robinson. These AAA state championships. Still no score in our 195-pound match between Logan Jackson of Stafford and Aaron Rowe of Indian River.
182 pounds, all state wrestlers, brings the point to the awards area.
Again, Jackson of Stafford in the white singlet. Rowe of Indian River in the silver and black. Jackson, can he get a reversal here? Look at turn him around. Rowe not having it. Now there's a leg. Under 15 seconds to go here in the second period. And now an escape will be given to Jackson. So now 1-0. He leads Aaron Rowe. Less than 5 seconds to go. And that will end our second period. Aaron Rowe's choice to be down or up. Obviously, he'll take down, looking for that escape to tie things up. Logan Jackson taking his time, trying to catch his breath. Obviously, the grueling sport of wrestling, always a tough one. These guys have mentioned conditioning when they've talked to Brian. It is key. You have to be in shape to go ahead and get this done at this type of level. These guys have been able to do it. Jackson with that leg, both competitors with a leg. Coaches shouting out instruction. Sometimes I don't know if we've ever seen coaches as into things as high school wrestling coaches. And Rowe with a leg. Jackson will get his own. Jackson of Stafford in the white, Rowe of Indian River in the silver and black singlet. Rowe methodically trying to move here. Can he get the escape and more? Moving along. Can Jackson hold on? That's the question. Now Rowe has got the head. Rowe trying to come back. He's got a leg. So does Jackson. Under 30 seconds remaining in our final period. Logan Jackson of Stafford with a 1-point lead on Aaron Rowe. Rowe gets the escape, he ties things up, but he's trying for more. Down to 17 seconds. Jackson holding on for dear life. I think he's looking for the pin. Well, I don't know if he's going to get points. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it. And no points awarded. And that will be a 1-0 win for Logan Jackson. I tell you what, I think Rowe in part is gassed, but maybe the other part is, and I think he was looking for points there, the coaches are. One of the coaches coming up and talking to the referee, his estimation, no points given out there. And it will be Logan Jackson with the 1-0 win. And in a sense, that may be as impressive as some of those other wins, to be able to go ahead and get it by just 1 point. Now Brian with another interview.
I'm here with Tanner Tinsley. Tanner, it's your second state championship. What's going through your mind right now?
Excited, on top of the world right now. Nothing feels like winning a state championship, and then another one on top of it. It's just awesome. Can't explain it.
Anything different about this one compared to last year?
This year I was more comfortable. I've been there before. It was nothing different with the competition, all tough. Everybody I wrestled was a good match. And the kid in the finals I didn't know very well, but tough competition. Always get it, and it was good to have.
You just told me that you and Cody are good friends. Talk a little bit about that relationship.
Me and Cody known each other since we were probably 8 years old, and we actually have our own handshake. We've had for probably 5-6 years. Do it before every match. He comes up before me, he wins, and I go on there and try to do the same.
Well, Tanner Tinsley, very happy here. Back to you.
Thank you, Brian, and of course, good job by Tanner giving credit to opponent Ryland O'Brien for that tough match he gave him, but again, Tanner winning another state championship.
In the green singlet,
David Reck, I believe, getting his honors over there at the podium.
Eldon Vallery. Musa from High School.
So another state champion, now just 2 weight classes remaining. Our 220-pound match just underway. That's Eldon Vallery of Lansdowne down in the Virginia Beach area, just a sophomore. He'll take on Ali Musa from down the road in Annandale, a senior. Musa in the white singlet with red trim and the red headgear. While Vallery in the black singlet with LHS for Lansdowne High School and an eagle on the back. Musa with a nice takedown there, and he'll get 2 points. Showing off some strength. Musa with a record of 44-1 this season, 101-25 for his career. Also 4th place at states previously. Also a 2-time Patriot District champion and a 2012 Northern Region champion. Another thing, Vallery, 42-4 on the year, 83-23 record, along with district and region championships, the Eastern Region in 2012. So 2 points for Musa of Annandale. He has a 2-0 lead with under 45 seconds left to go in our first period.
195, all state wrestlers, please report to the awards area. 195, all state wrestlers, please report.
Looking to keep control. Turnover Vallery. Can he do it? Vallery looking for the escape. And remember, to purchase a copy of this broadcast, you can do it at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. Under 5 to go. Musa of Annandale, the 2-point lead on Vallery of Lansdowne. And that'll do it. 2-0 in the first period. They'll flip. It'll be Vallery's choice. He'll defer, so Musa will be down to start. Again, some wonderful wrestling we've seen here at the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships here at Robinson High School. Nice move off the start by Vallery. Couldn't get it though. Musa will take it outside the ring. They'll bring it back in. He'll be down once again. 18 seconds gone in our second period. Ali Musa of Annandale with the 2-0 lead on Eldon Vallery of Lansdowne in the Virginia Beach area. Musa, very tall for a wrestler. Under that 220-pound cutoff. Vallery looking to get that leg. But Musa able to fight it off. And they'll head back to the center. Musa's road to the title. Starting off with a 10-5 win over Peter Ulm of Kellam High School. Then a win over Thomas De Leon of Stonewall Jackson 5-3. And Musa then knocks off Quentin Winters of Colonial Forge to get into this match. Eldon Vallery coming in as the Eastern Region number 2. Beat Mitch Polizzi of Westfield 4-1 in the first round. No points awarded there. And he followed that up in the second round with a victory over Mason Maples of Franklin County, a 5-4 win, and then Vallery another close one as he knocked off Steven Sarver of Riverbend High School to get into this matchup. Again, Ali Musa of Annandale with a 2-0 lead on Eldon Vallery of Lansdowne. Remember, Musa's lost just one match so far on the season. If he can keep that record, he'll have a state championship in his grasp. Let's get it over for another interview with Brian.
Thanks. We are here with David Reck, state championship. What's going through your mind right now?
It's I don't think it's quite hit me yet because I don't know, I was putting 6 minutes out on the mat, but all I know is that this feels great, and it's nice having a team title once again, and also nice having an individual title as well.
You mentioned a team title, Colonial Forge. What does it mean to just win overall here in Virginia?
Well, it's what we worked for all season, and winning in Virginia and winning overall proves that we're working hard and we're doing things that other programs aren't doing right. And I think a lot of our success just goes to the hard work of our wrestlers throughout the entire season and staying focused.
Congratulations, and let's send it back to you.
Thank you, Brian. And again, a great performance by David Reck with the takedown strategy. Take him down, let him up, do it again. Piling a 19-7 victory in his match over Tyler Young of Freedom. And again, being a key cog in that state championship for Colonial Forge as they lead the team competition 152.5. Next is Robinson at 87. And that will be Colonial Forge's win. They had that locked up really before we even got into the state finals, that is. Now, after 2 periods, Musa still with that 2-0 lead. Vallery of Lansdowne will try to escape here. We'll see if Musa's strength can keep him on the mat. Again, Musa of Annandale in the white singlet with the red trim. Vallery of Lansdowne in the gold singlet. Excuse me, in the black singlet with gold trim. .90 seconds remaining. Musa looking for the pin there. No back points awarded. Again, Vallery has to do something. But Musa, with all that weight on top of him, keeping him down on the mat. Still no points besides those first two that Musa gained with a takedown. Now coming close to 50 seconds. Vallery looked like he almost had a chance at the escape there. Didn't get it. We'll go ahead and bring him back to the circle with Vallery down. Musa up, 44.9 exactly. Vallery Musa of Annandale holding a 2-0 lead here in the final period. Musa, fourth place in states last year, looking to go ahead and better that mark, already has, but looking to grab a state championship. Under 30 to go. Musa with all that weight on the shoulders and back of Vallery. And the senior Musa just 10 seconds away from a state championship. Vallery trying to tip him. Can't get it. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. And Ali Musa, an excited state champion, as he grabs a 2-0 victory over Eldon Vallery of Lansdowne. Musa, a nice hug for his competitor. And always tough, always good for the winner, always so tough for the folks that don't win. Always a tough way to lose. Individual, it's the spotlight on you. You'll get the win. It's always so big if you get the loss. Always right at that moment, deflating, but when you look back and see what you did on the season, you have to be proud of your accomplishments.
From Centerville High School. In fifth, Jeffrey Stevens from Salem High School. Go to Jeremy. In fourth place.
And right now, the 195-pounders getting their accolades, but almost done with our wrestling tonight here at Robinson. And we come to the big guys, 285 pounds. Looking forward to it. I, as a big guy, like to watch the big guys get out there wrestle each other. But almost done. We've crowned so many state champions and one more to come. This should be a very interesting match, really a contrast, sizes, body types as we get ready to go with our 285-pounders. Of course, over on the awards podium, it's Logan Jackson of Stafford. Goes to the top, gets his medal, gets his brackets after a 1-0 win. We've seen this as we've gone up in weights. These matches have got closer and closer. Not a lot of scoring. We'll see how this one plays out. Again, our 285-pound match. The biggest guys, our final match of the night. Again, Colonial Forge locks up the team championship, 152.5 points. Robinson has 87. Of course, they can add to their total with Jake Pinkston, but can't catch. Colonial Forge will go ahead and take home the title. Matoka, 67.5 points for third. Annandale, fourth with 65.5. And Forest Park, 63 points. They're currently in fifth. Again, our match at 285 now underway. Jake Pinkston, the sophomore from Robinson High School, taking on DaQuante Timbers, the senior from Freedom. Timbers with the gold singlet on, very pale gold, while Pinkston goes with the blue, yellow, and white camouflage singlet. Pinkston comes in with a record of 34-11 on the season, a career record of 69-22. He was your region champ last season, your state runner-up last season. As Pinkston looks for the takedown, can't get it. Now it looks like Pinkston may have some blood. He went for that leg. He'll go ahead and take time to go ahead and close up that cut. Again, Pinkston, the district champion this year, also the region champ. A host of other wins for him on the season as well, including wins at the Bob Rowe and Mayhem at Millbrook Championships. Remember, for all your high school sports stories, game coverage, videos, photo galleries, and recruiting news, visit allmetsports.com, a product of the Washington Post. Allmetsports.com, every school, every sport, all the time. And remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. I'm Jeremy Huber, joined by sideline reporter Brian Hoffman here at the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships, being brought to you by allmetsports.com. Here at Robinson High School, our final match of the night, 285-pounders, Jake Pinkston versus DaQuante Timbers. Pinkston of Robinson, Timbers from Freedom High School. Right now, Pinkston in a bloody nose, shorn up. Of course, we gave you the rundown on Pinkston. DaQuante Timbers comes in at 54-2 on the year, with a record of 154-11. He's a three-time district champ, also a two-time region champ, and third in AA All-State last year, wrestling for Freedom of Loud when the Eagles were in the AA classification. I'll say both wrestlers are out. No points awarded. Both guys had a chance for that, and now again, Pinkston will be bleeding, so he'll have to go ahead and stop that bleeding. Again, our final match of the night, and how these guys got here. Jake Pinkston of Robinson came in as your Northern Region top seed, knocked off Alex Skidmore of Ocean Lakes with a pin in 1 minute and 18 seconds. Then Pinkston over James Vaughter of Forest Park 7-1. Pinkston then beat Great Bridge's Tony Williams, the Eastern Region champion, to move on to tonight's match. DaQuante Timbers, with a win over Hanover Zach Erb in the first round, as Timbers came in as the top seed out of the Northwest region. Timbers winning that one with a pin after 1 minute 48. Also Timbers pinning Dante Freeman of Oscar Smith with a pin 119. And he knocked off Matt Crawford of Marshall in the semifinals to advance on to the finals. Again, the bloody nose bothering Pinkston. Under 1 minute to go in our first period. No score between Pinkston of Robinson in the camouflage singlet and Timbers of Freedom in the pale gold singlet. Again, the referee says no takedown there. And again, the bleeding nose will stop the match. I'm going to tell you what, Jake Pinkston giving out directions, what he wants. He's ready to go, just stuck another Kleenex up there, but again, he's bleeding. He just can't get the nose to stop. And again, they're going to have to stop, and Jake Pinkston not happy. I wonder if Pinkston, I don't know if he's just angry at the fact that the cut won't, or the bloody nose won't stop, or whether he thinks this is giving DaQuante Timbers an advantage. Obviously, Pinkston with those two early on wins by pinfall, maybe trying to get this one done quickly. Let's get it over to Brian for another update.
Thanks, Jeremy. Ali Musa, you told me it was your toughest match of the year. Take me through it.
Oh my God, such intensity. He's a really good wrestler. I wrestled him in the beginning of the year, but he came out pretty tough. I like to thank all my coaches for pushing me hard every day in practice. My teammates, Brian Jefferson, my partner, Coach Majano, Coach Shoulders, Coach Sachs, everybody, Coach Adams for actually putting me out into the sport. I'd like to thank them all. You know, it's been a great season for me, and I hope in college I get plenty more, you know.
Very, very, very happy man over here. Back to you.
Thanks, Brian, and he should be. Ali Musa again with a big win, 2-0 over Eldon Vallery. And Ali, actually one of the first guys to go ahead and give the coaches the credit for really helping him out. Obviously a good guy there, and also giving his opponent credit. Eldon Vallery really put up a good fight there, but just didn't have enough as Musa kind of, I think, used his strength advantage to go ahead and get the win. And again, the blood coming through. So this is our last match, and it looks like it's going to be our longest match. Maybe not for match time, but the fact the blood stoppages taking a long time to go. Just can't get that nose to stop. Done a pretty good job with the blood earlier in the contest, but Pinkston just can't get that nose from squirting blood. Again, as you can see, the trainer working on Jake Pinkston, trying to get that nose to stop. And now looking to clean up the mat. And DaQuante Timbers was trying to go ahead and maybe help them find some of those blood spots. The referee sent him back over to his corner with his coaches. And they're spraying down the mat and trying to go ahead and get all that blood up for sanitary reasons. You see the gloves. And he's trying to go ahead and get that nose stopped. We've already, I believe, stopped this match 3 times for blood. So we're not through the first period yet. The wrestlers getting back into position, forgetting about the fact they're still trying to clean the mats up.
.285, all state wrestlers.
Again, resetting our situation.
Please start reporting your stage.
As DaQuante Timbers looking for a drink, and the coaches didn't know what he was asking for at first. So we're ready to go to resume our match. 35 seconds and rolling, no score here in the first period between Jake Pinkston of Robinson, the sophomore, and the senior DaQuante Timbers of Freedom. Pinkston again in the camouflage singlet. Timbers in the pale gold singlet. Pinkston gets the leg. Timbers gets out of it. Now Timbers, looking to use his power, might have backfired on him. They'll say the wrestler's out, and they'll bring him back to the center. And again, the nose bleeding. And Pinkston is so perturbed about this. They're going to say go ahead and wrap his head up. Put gauze on it. That what he knows just isn't stopping. Pinkston in pain as they're trying to just do anything they can to stop that nose from running blood. They go ahead and get it stopped. Again, look to clean this up. Now they go ahead, have to go ahead and do some more work. Let's go back over for another update from Brian.
Speaking to Jake before the match, and he told me that he had so much respect for DaQuante Timbers. They met before this state title run, and he was looking forward to it. He also said he wasn't nervous. Last year prepared him for it, but you gotta wonder with all these nosebleeds, is any bit of doubt creeping into his mind? Back to you, Jeremy.
Well, now he's got almost a Hannibal Lecter mask of tape, trying anything they can do, and the Robinson coaching staff, the one suggesting and say, hey, just tape his nose up. The question is, will Pinkston be able to breathe with all that on? Obviously, we've talked about it before, how much the conditioning comes into this, and already with hampered breathing, Pinkston going to go down, look to go ahead and get the first points of this match with an escape. Pinkston looking to get loose. Timbers staying with him, and again, kind of hits him in that nose, inadvertent. Stays on the leg, and Pinkston, he gets the 2. Gutty performance so far from Pinkston. That nose bleeding, but now he has the 2-0 lead. Now he'll go ahead and let Timbers up, make it 2-1, and look for another takedown. Pinkston with that leverage, got to be hard to take down. Not a lot of room to aim for. They'll go outside the mat over onto the rug area. Pinkston, a warrior right now. With that nose bandage up. Had to come over, I believe, 4 times to try and get the cut to stop. Actually, a nose bleed, got hit in the nose. Now Timbers using his strength and goes ahead, and what a move there by DaQuante Timbers. Maybe some of his football background. Able to go ahead and get Pinkston's leverage off, and now he's looking for the pin. Leading 3-2, can he get it? And he will. The only pin of the AAA State Championship comes in the final match. 50.6 left in the second period, and DaQuante Timbers able to go ahead and get the pin of Jake Pinkston. And Pinkston, the third Robinson wrestler tonight, and they shake hands, looking for a state championship. I'm able to get it. And DaQuante Timbers is your state champion, the final state champion at the 285-pound weight class. And he puts out a yell, and a well-deserved yell, as he goes ahead and gets the victory. And you see some of his Freedom Wrestling teammates coming out to congratulate him, and well-deserved. That's DaQuante Timbers. I don't even know if he can stand up at this point. He's collapsing onto the ground. Hope he's okay. I think it's just the joy of the situation. As DaQuante Timbers, your winner at the 285-pound weight class. Remember, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast at www.synthesismp.com. That's www.synthesismp.com. 220-pounders getting their accolades right now. Ali Musa, the winner in that. And that's going to be it for us from Robinson. So a host of winners tonight, including the fans, as they saw some great action. Again, for our sideline reporter, Brian Hoffman, I'm Jeremy Huber, and you've been watching the Virginia High School League AAA Wrestling Championships on AllNetSports.com.